I was diagnosed with ALL on October 21st, 2011. Leukemia is a blood cancer. It's a mutated cell that comes from your bone marrow and it just takes over your blood. It kind of ruined my high school years. I was diagnosed my sophomore year of high school, and it's ruined my sophomore year, my junior year, and it's not gonna ruin my senior year. This year's gonna be a good year. I was 15 years old when I was diagnosed. I've been acting since I was 9 years old. So, I don't know, the math, you know. I learned pretty early on in my treatment that I could have a wish. I don't remember the exact date, but you know, it was good to see a glimmer of hope after being told that I had leukemia. The lady told me that I could have a wish, and I knew right after she told me that I knew what I wanted already. It was instantaneous. It's every performer's wish to go to Broadway and perform. It's true theater, and I've wanted to since I was 9 when I started to act, to be on Broadway. So, dream come true. Well, they were in contact with Mom a lot, and they were talking about like what dates were good, and then we went the week of my birthday. We went to New York. Oh, my wish was April 26th, 2013. Yeah, right? 2013, yeah. And it was a day before my birthday, so it was really cool. We arrived in New York on Tuesday, and we went to Times Square and we explored a little bit around there. Wednesday, we went to Bryant Park and Battery Park and Ellis Island, and we did the Statue of Liberty boat, and we saw the Freedom Tower, and we had dinner at my favorite restaurant in New York, and we went to the Empire State Building. Then we walked Times Square and Grand Central Station, and then I had a rehearsal the day before I was to go on stage, and I was in the wardrobe, and they were showing me my costumes. I had three costume changes, so it was really cool. And then I went to hair, and they showed me the wigs that they were going to put on me, and they wanted to make sure they fit and everything. And then we went to vocal, which was the gentleman who actually plays the piano on the CD. He did a vocal rehearsal with me, so we went over everything I was going to sing, and he gave me pointers and tips and different things that I had to do. And then I had a on-stage rehearsal with the stage manager, producer, director thing, and she was really nice. She showed me everything I was going to do. The dance captains were there, and they brought me on stage, and they showed me everything I was going to do, every step I was going to take, every little dance move I was going to do, twirls, and it was a lot of fun. Then the next day, I stayed home. Not home. I stayed at the hotel and rehearsed what I was going to be doing because I was really nervous. I wanted to make it the best that it could possibly be. It was my first time being on Broadway. And then I went, the night before, you know, after I had hair and stuff, they let me trail the show backstage. So I was backstage trailing the show with the girl who was going to play Glinda the night I performed. So it was really cool. The lady who's playing Glinda the night I performed, we were backstage, and she was introducing me to everyone, and she was introducing me to the cast and the crew and everyone that I needed to know. And she was showing me the different places where I would enter and exit, and it was really cool. It was really nice. And then the next day, I stayed home and I, did my rehearsal, and then we had another vocal like little session with the guy and just make sure that I knew what I was doing 100%. And then I rehearsed a little bit. And then I went on stage and did a put-in rehearsal, which is where the entire cast came and they were on stage with me. So the night before they had done just the 2 dance captains, now it was everyone. And so the entire cast is on stage with me. And we did hair and makeup, and then I was on stage and I performed, and it was the coolest thing in the entire world. I wasn't nervous, I was excited, it was really cool. And after, you know how they take a bow at the end of the show, we did our group bow, and then the 2 leads went up and did their bow, and then the entire company bowed, and then they brought me in between the 2 leads up in front of everyone, and they let me bow. It was so cool. It means the world to me. Not many people get to say that they've been on Broadway, and I get to. I get to say I performed in Wicked on Broadway. And I think it's really cool that maybe someday I'll be there again and I'll get to tell this story, but you know, most people aren't, and I get to say I was. And I think that's really cool.
My name is Lisa Reichert. I'm Jennifer's mom. And we first learned about Kids Wish Foundation through our hospital, Palms West, when Jennifer was diagnosed with her pre-B ALL. In a time when the kids find out and have such a tragic thing in their lives happen, having someone come forward and say that we want to make a wish come true, anything that you would like, or anything that would make this easier or help get you through this, is a fantastic thing. And Jennifer immediately knew exactly what she wanted to do. And they asked her if there was one thing in life she wanted to do, and it was to dance on Broadway. So they were like, we've never done this one, let's try. And Wicked is her favorite show. So we waited and waited, and months went by, and then they called and said, do you mind if we wait until fall or the spring? And we said, no, that would be a perfect time. It ended up being the week of her birthday that they wanted to try to do it. And Kids Wish Foundation couldn't have done anything better. They couldn't have put one more thing into our schedule to make it a better experience for Jen. The team of Wicked, the family of Wicked, was a family. They brought her in. They kept her as one of her own, kept her under her wing. They taught her a lot, and they celebrated her birthday during the intermission. They bought her a cake and actually sang happy birthday during the intermission. They wanted her to come back when they were done and said, and hopefully in the future they'll see her again. But it's a great thing to have in the midst of everything else that she's going through, and having lost out in the years in her high school years, to have something so fantastic and so meaningful. And as a mom, to see your child go through what they've gone through, and then see them on a stage in tears as they take a final bow on a Broadway performance, says it all. It's just too bad we couldn't have photographed it to let everyone else see. But thank you, Kids Wish Foundation.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Reichert, and I'd like to thank the Kids Wish Foundation for making my wish come true.